Imagine standing in front of a mirror and seeing something your body hasn't done yet. Not your reflection, not your present, your future. A single moment frozen. The exact second you die. At first, it sounds like a horror story, something made up for clicks. But what if dozens of people claim the same thing about the same mirror? And what if every single one of them was right? It started in a small, unnamed town, one of those places that doesn't make the news unless something goes wrong. The mirror was found during a house renovation, hidden behind a sealed wall. No records of it, no markings, no manufacturer, just a tall antique mirror with a dark wooden frame. At first, it didn't seem special. The workers joked about it, took photos, even sold it online. That's where things changed. The buyer posted a simple message. Something's wrong with this mirror. No one took it seriously. Until the follow-up post came the next day. It doesn't show what's in front of it. The buyer's name was Daniel. He set the mirror up in his bedroom. Nothing unusual at first, just his reflection. Slightly dimmer than expected, but normal. Until the second night. Daniel later described it like this. He stood in front of the mirror, half asleep, expecting to see himself. But the reflection wasn't moving with him. It stood still. And then it changed. The room in the reflection was darker, messier, and Daniel, his reflection, was lying on the floor, not moving, eyes open, a thin line of blood running from his head. Daniel stepped back instantly. The reflection snapped back to normal. He laughed it off, told himself it was exhaustion, stress. But before going to sleep, he covered the mirror, just in case. The next morning, Daniel posted about it online. People were hooked. Some called it fake. Others begged him to test it again. So he did. This time, he recorded it. The video was short, shaky, poor lighting, but clear enough. At one point, the reflection lagged, just for a second, and in that second, something was different. Not dramatic, not obvious, but enough. Enough to spark thousands of comments. Soon, others wanted to try the mirror. Daniel hesitated, but eventually agreed, and that's when things got worse. Each person who stood in front of it saw something different. A woman saw herself in a hospital bed. An older man saw a car crash. Someone else saw nothing at all, just an empty room. The internet exploded with theories. Optical illusion, hidden screen, elaborate hoax. But there was one detail no one could explain. The timing. One visitor changed everything. Her name was Lisa. She didn't believe in any of it. She stepped in front of the mirror confidently, almost mocking it. For a few seconds, nothing happened. Then her expression shifted. Confusion first, then fear. She stepped closer, staring, unblinking. When asked what she saw, she didn't answer immediately. She just whispered, "It's too specific." Later, she explained, in the reflection, she wasn't in the room. She was standing at a crosswalk, rain pouring down, a red light glowing, and then headlights. Fast, too fast. The reflection showed the exact moment of impact. The sound wasn't there, but she said she could feel it. The force, the sudden stop. She even described the car, the street sign, the time on a nearby digital clock. People dismissed it. Coincidence, imagination. Until 3 days later, Lisa was hit by a car. At a crosswalk, in the rain, everything matched, down to the minute. After that, the mirror disappeared. No one knows who took it. No official investigation was ever confirmed. But theories spread fast. Some say it's psychological, a trick of the brain, your mind projecting fears into something visual. Others believe it's an optical anomaly, light distortion, reflection delay, something science just hasn't fully explained. But then there's the darker theory, that the mirror isn't broken, it's showing something real, not the present, not imagination, but a fixed point in time, a moment that can't be changed, and maybe was never meant to be seen. Here's the part no one talks about. Before the mirror vanished, copies of its image were shared online. Screenshots, frames from videos. Most people saw nothing unusual, just a mirror, but a few claimed something strange. They said even through a screen, the reflection wasn't right, that it lagged, shifted, changed. So let me ask you something. If a mirror like that existed, would you want to look into it to know exactly how it ends? Or worse, what if you already have and just didn't realize what you were really seeing?